Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. Behind me you see Gus's 2019 GT350. It's bone stock right now. What we're going to do first is do a few baseline pulls and see what it makes stock. Then we're going to install our N-Gauge with our custom tune on 93 octane and re-dyno, the JLT intake, and then at the end we'll put some E85 in it and see what it makes with the full combo, E85, JLT, and Palm Beach Dyno custom tune. So let's see what it makes stock. All right, there you go. We did two pulls back to back, 457, 378, and it actually picked up on the second pull. It made 463 and 385 torque. These are pretty typical numbers for this setup. Remember, this is 100% bone stock. We haven't touched it yet. So what we're going to do now is get our N-Gauge and load our 93 performance tune for the GT350, and then dyno it again and see what kind of power it makes. All right, there you go, 474 and 397, and then we back that up with 478 and 396. One thing you can really look at on this that we can fix with parts and more tuning is up top here. The GT350 is a high revving engine, but as you can see, at about 7,800, it still gives up. That is partly due to the air intake, which we're getting ready to change on the JLT, and then the long tubes would be a huge benefit to this vehicle. But let's go ahead and put the JLT and see what kind of gains we get. All right, 479, and we hit that 400 on the torque. Peak number is pretty close, but what you can see up here is that it's starting to pick up quite a bit up top. So right here, above peak power, we're seeing a good 12 horsepower or so, and the addition of long tubes or an off-road exhaust would really allow that to carry out up top. So let's just look at where we're at with the JLT in tune versus stock. All right, that's how it came in versus where we're at now. We're up, let's see, 16 horsepower and 15 torque, and it's throughout the whole entire RPM range. Now, the GT350 is a high compression engine, and it should respond very nicely to E85. So we're gonna load that into the car next, load the E85 tune, and see what kind of power we can make. 487 and 407 on the torque. That's basically throwing E85 in the gas tank and loading our E85 tune. I do see some things that we can improve on here. So what we're going to do is cool off the car, review the data log, make a few changes, and do one more power pull and see what kind of numbers we end up with. All right, I said we were only going to do one more pull, but we saw something else, so we made another change, and here are the last two pulls. 495, 413 on the torque, and then we made a few more tweaks to it, and our final number is 498 and 417. Remember, this is 100% bone stock, JLT intake, and E85. What we're going to do next with this vehicle is VP's real close to us. They wanted to see what X85 would do in these vehicles, so they provided us with some X85. Gus is going to come back in the next couple weeks. We're going to do another baseline on regular E85 and switch it out to X85, and then we are still planning on doing our E85 testing, and we're probably going to use our 2020 GT500 with X85, pump E85, ignite red, and one ethanol R. So anyway, please subscribe to this video, like it, share it with your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.